Hey everybody, got to turn down a really favorite Rush song of mine just to avoid getting this video flagged. And now that a lot of the shock has subsided, and probably a big chunk of emotions from Neil Peart's passing, I can give you this lesson I promised that somehow disappeared, so I'm going to just kind of wing it. The best I can with what I remember. And so it's the melodic minor scale today. So let me get right to the point, and I guess I'll make another video about some deeper feelings and things about Neil Peart and the Sirius XM radio broadcast that I was quite displeased with. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. Let's get on with it. So here we have the melodic minor scale. So I've got it kind of written out here using all the whole notes that I could. There is one sharp note in here. It's the E. The E is an E flat, so like a black key on the piano. So in this situation, and this is also the C, using C for reference, to go kind of close to the C major scale on comparing it to the C major scale. Like I said, I'm winging this video, so bear with me here. And so it looks kind of, when you write it all out, nothing really jumps out at you that there's any pretty easy to decipher pattern. There's basically only two places you can be, and you'll master the whole scale. But before I go over those exact two places, I want to show you this little part right here. There is a, and did I write it out? You know, I should have wrote it out. There is a pentatonic scale in the melodic minor scale, and it ends up kind of being the opposite of Aeolian. Like, as you know, at the bottom of the pentatonic blues box, there are these, this 6 and 2 and 4 and 1 make up that big square of the big square 4 notes there. And then the Aeolian square, the Aeolian shape, Aeolian minor scale will use this blank note and that blank note. And you can see that the gut notes here, like this inner square of 4 notes, it's just basically reversed. So where we have the 3 and the 7 is reversed from where you would have the Aeolian scale. So that's an interesting pattern. And also, if you find yourself at this point in the scale, you can always kind of think about it. It's easy to get out of this and just know exactly where to go next. That the 1 is always going to be, where did I write it? See where it says 7-1? So let's look down here. And, okay, well, I guess I wrote it here. 7-1, 2-3. You always have this pattern here. There's basically this 2 half steps together, and well, all you really have are these. Well, here it is right here, your 2 half steps, and then your 3. No, that's all there is. You count the notes here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7-note scale. There's all the notes, and these are the 2 basic shapes of the scale that you really can use to navigate the whole thing. And it's just way easier to me, instead of navigating 7 shapes, find 2 shapes that link across the fretboard, and you can link them up in any direction. So going back up to here, what we have is, if you were at any of these half-step shapes, well, you're in the half-step shape. So you will have this other, for example, this is the 7 and the 1, so you'd have the 3 and the 4, the flat third was what that is. Or I'm sorry, the 2 and the flat third, my bad. So obviously after 1 is 2 and 3, so 2 in the flat third. So you'd have 7-1, the 2 in the flat third, and then this would be, there's the 2 in the flat third, so you'd have the 7 and the 1 right back here. And then, of course, you can see here 4, 5, 6. Write these notes down for yourself. You can see how it's listed here. So if you have the 6 there, you have the 4, 5, and the 6, and there's the 4, 5, and 6. So you can see how from this shape it branches out that way. Also, what you can know is this. Oh, I guess I probably wanted to start here before I show you the final easy link-up pattern here. I probably wanted to start with this. There is the whole the scale there. there's a half step here. That's the 7 and the 1. There's the 7 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a half step behind this one. So that's this shape here. So you can see how it looks. You have a flat third there, so that's why it's a minor scale, because your thirds make major or minor. We're using a flat third, that's minor. So you have that group, and then you have the same old standard notes that you have in the major scale. So it's basically like a major scale with a flat third is really what the melodic minor is. That's why it's a melodic minor. It's got a lot of melody to it because it's a major scale, but it's minor, melodic minor, because it has a flat third instead of a major third. Okay, so now that we know that, here are the easy patterns to use to get around the scale. If you're in pattern number 1 here, the half step, you always have the 2 notes mounted above the 1 and above the 2. And if you're going to the top, it's 4, 5, 6. It stretches out that way. Here, or here, actually, so let's start here. Here's the basics of it. You've always got notes at the top and the bottom mounted at the middle, at the insides of this shape. And what you have on the outside, you have this mounted. You can see it's mounted that way. And it's mounted that way, 4, 5, 6. So 4, 5, 6, the 4, the 5, and the 6. The 4, the 5, and the 6. And there's the 7. So where's the 7 in this one? Oh, yeah, it's back in the first pattern. Actually, that's really the trick here. You just take that 7 note and you lump it in with the first pattern, and you've got the whole thing very easy to decipher. So, like, once again, if we found ourselves in that pattern, there, and then it repeats from the 5 and the 6, you could see that you'd have another one of these, right, mounted up here. So you'd have this note, this note, this note, this note. And then the only thing you have to compensate for is the string shift from between the G and the B string, where everything shifts up that way one time. So there's my easy way to navigate melodic minor. Super easy. It's just another 2 patterns, just like the major scale. You got to break it down, make it easy for yourselves, and you can go all over the fretboard with melodic minor. So fill it out for yourselves, copy this and then write the rest out for yourself. See how easy it is. So you can see here we can identify our 7 is B, our 1 is C. So there's our 7, 1, 2, 3. And once again, our FGA is our 4, 5, 6. So FGA, FGA. So then stands to reason we'd have a B, C, D, E there, and then you'd have to start using this square. I should probably use a pen for a pointer because of the B string shift. Instead of putting it above the C, we would just stretch it that way, and then the same thing, it would mount normally because B and E, once again, are the same distance apart. The only difference is between the G and the B string. You guys know that. So, all right. Cool, I did that all in 8 minutes. I'm pretty proud of that because that will upload good. I'm here in Canada, and it uses more data to upload. It uses up my data to upload more than it does in the States for whatever reason. But I hope you enjoyed melodic minor, and we'll get to maybe we'll do another Neil Peart tribute kind of video, something or other, in the next video. So talk to you guys soon. Hope you enjoyed. Leave me some messages in the comments. Tell me what you thought. Please tell me what you thought. And, of course, like and subscribe. And we'll see you later. Have a great day. Melodic minor.